everybody, all my fans out there, my many fans. We're going to be talking about some of the things we saw today at the Summer Games Festival kickoff event. I'm going to give you my top 5, and we're going to have plenty more to see in the coming days, but today I'm just going to be talking about what I enjoyed seeing at this particular event. So, without further ado, here is my top 5. Number 5. Today I'm going to be talking about Chicory, which is a game I had not heard of, but apparently got released today, and they talked about it a little bit at the Summer Games Fest. And it's a nice little game where basically you play as this dog and you help people in this world, where you get to paint and draw and help them with their problems just by creating within this little world. It seems like a very lighthearted game, a game where you can just sit back, relax, and just help people with their problems. And games like those are in short order nowadays. It all seems like everybody's trying to shoot people with guns or beat people to death with a barbell. You know, things like that. Doing drugs. We don't need that in our video games. We just want to help people as a cartoon dog. Check it out, people. I know I will. Right after Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. That's my next game that I'm going to be playing. But, on to the next one. Number 4. Number 4, we're going to be talking about Metal Slug Tactics, which came out of nowhere to me, honestly. Like Metal Slug, I think it's just like a shooter, like a 2D shooter, kind of like a Contra-esque type game. And those aren't really my cup of tea, but honestly, I really love the vibes that this trailer was giving off, and I'm a huge fan of tactics gameplay. Basically, games like Fire Emblem and XCOM, things like that. And I think a game like this is 100% up my alley with the sick-ass anime cutscenes that this game is just radiating good vibes. It's giving me that energy that I am seeking in my game. So far, the past 2 games I've talked about, it's just good energy. And I think that's going to continue with the rest of this list. Number 3. The next thing that we're talking about is Deviation Games, which is a brand new studio that just got announced to be being created today. Apparently has over 100 employees at the moment, and it's made by ex-Treyarch devs and people who made Call of Duty, which last time people who left the Call of Duty franchise, I think, was the guys who left Infinity Ward to go make Respawn, and then they made Titanfall and Titanfall 2, which Titanfall 2 is amazing, guys. Please go play that game. That game is so good. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about Deviation Games, which is partnering with Sony to make a PlayStation IP. I doubt we're going to hear anything more of this game anytime soon. I'm going to guess like 2023 at the earliest, maybe 2024. But I am always down to see new IPs coming, especially Sony. I think Sony hasn't had a brand new IP in a minute. Ghost of Tsushima is probably the closest. The Days Gone. The Days Gone still is up. I know, like a truly original IP. When I mean truly original, I mean something that we haven't seen before. Both of their current IPs have been in genres that have been explored heavily in the past. But anyway, on to the next number. Alright, people, this is number 2, and I'm very excited to talk about this one. We are working with Ash versus the Evil Dead, the video game, or I think they're just calling it Evil Dead the game. And honestly, when they first announced this at the Game Awards the end of last year, I didn't have super high hopes because, you know, tie-in games usually aren't that great. But the gameplay they showed today looked awesome. Like, it honestly, the vibes that it was giving me was Friday the 13th, the game, but not horrible. You know, because Friday the 13th game, the game, ooh, Friday the 13th, the game was broken. It was a broken mess, and it got me angrier than any video game I've ever played. But Ash vs. Evil Dead seems polished. It seems fun. The gunplay, the game, and then not only that, you have a whole team of other people trying to take your team out, and the kills are fun. The vibes, good vibes. This is what we're looking for, people. Good vibes in our video games, and Ash vs. Evil Dead is all about that. Time for our final pick. Number 1. What else is there to talk about? Sable. Boy, Sable, I have been having my eye on since this shit got announced probably like 4 or 5 years ago. It's been a minute. But like the first trailer you hear with that amazing Japanese breakfast soundtrack going on in the back, and now today, folks, we have a release date, and I just can't wait to dive into this world. It's like one of those games where you're exploring this lonely world by yourself, trying to figure out its mysteries, and I am just so down with it. And having Japanese breakfast, an amazing artist making the soundtrack for the game, it's just vibes, man. Just vibe into some Japanese breakfast while we're going around in the desert, looking at tombs, figuring stuff out. It's my type of game, and it's coming out this September, I believe the 23rd, and I'll be there day one, bud. Don't you worry about it. Okay, everybody, I hope you enjoyed listening to my ramblings about the things I witnessed today at Summer Games Fest. Don't worry, there'll be plenty more, and there'll be some with my gorgeous face in them. But today I just wanted to do a quick and dirty countdown of some of the things that I am most excited for. And I'll just give you a run-up some other things that they announced. Elden Ring has a release date, and we've seen gameplay. I am not a Soulsborne player, so it does not interest me much, which is why it didn't make it onto lists. But if you like Dark Souls, and you like Bloodborne, and you like Sekiro, I just butchered that name, Sekiro, then you're going to love this game. I guarantee it. It's From Software, man. They kill it. But besides that, I'm going to leave it off here, and I hope you guys have a fantastic evening. But make sure you subscribe, and you like this video, and you share it to your friends. That is the most important thing. You share it to your friends, okay? I'm trying to make a following here, and I can't do it with just 2 of you. Alright? See you later.